panel, as you know, in the case of our mystery challenger, we dispense with preliminaries, get right down to the general questioning, which we will begin with Arlene Francis.
Well, that was quite a reaction you got. Do the boys often whistle when you appear?
Well, darling, occasionally they do.
Darling, what?
Occasionally they do.
And you are a member of the entertainment world?
Yes, I am.
Have you appeared in the theater?
No.
1 down, 9 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Well, are you what might be roughly termed a movie star?
How roughly do you want to
Yes, darling, yes, that's the correct term.
Darling, hey.
Is that the correct term?
Yeah, I hope so. Are you you really are a star whose name is up in lights over the marquee of a theater that's showing one of your pictures. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct, yes.
Have you ever made a picture for a major studio?
Yes, I have.
Would you consider MGM a major studio?
Oh, yes.
Well, have you made a picture for MGM?
No, much to my sorrow.
Never?
No.
2 down and 8 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
Well, are you usually the heroine of the picture?
Yes, you might say so.
But have you ever played a naughty type heroine?
No, usually not.
Well, I just said ever.
Well, if you said ever, I guess you could go on.
Never.
Never? Wait a minute. Never have you played a naughty type?
Never.
Never. Sorry, Miss Dorothy. Ring down the curtain on that. 3 down and 7 to go, Mr. Allen.
Do you sing?
Yes, I do sing a little.
That's nice. Are you ever appearing in a musical picture? Have you ever appeared in a musical picture?
I have, yes.
Was it something, am I correct in assuming that it is not unusual for you to appear in a musical?
You mean, is it more normal that our guest would be in a musical than in a dramatic picture? Is that the question?
I don't know what I mean, John. You know that. I'll start all over again. Do you ordinarily appear most often in non-musical pictures?
And this week's circumlocution medal goes to Steve Allen.
Well, darling.
Yes,
most
sweetheart.
Often. No, not most often.
No, I don't know what we're talking about.
I think it's safe to say, if I understood your last question correctly, Mr. Allen.
You did?
I'm a little worried about it, but I think if I understood it correctly, it would be fair to say that our guest, we would expect to be in a non-musical picture rather than a musical picture.
Are you a brunette?
No, darling, I'm not.
4 down and 6 to go, Miss Francis.
Would I be right in assuming that this is not the voice that you are heard using on the screen?
Quite correct.
And since you do not play naughty heroines, do you always play, or would you be more likely to play the lovely heroine who has not got a past, but looks as though she would have a bright future?
How nice you put it, darling. Yes.
Have you been in pictures for, 5 years?
Yes, I have.
But you're playing young and lovely parts. Are you a young leading actress?
Well,
You know, by that I mean, do you play the girl?
Very young,
What?
fairly young.
Very young?
Fairly young.
Fairly young. That's young enough for me. Would you be considered, for example, by that I mean a young heroine rather than the stereotype leading lady?
Not necessarily.
But it could be so. I would think if what you're searching for is our guest...
I mean, would she be more apt to play opposite Rory Calhoun than Ethel Barrymore?
Yes, I think you're safe from that presumption.
Now, did you by any chance win an Academy Award?
Not yet, darling, but I'm trying.
You're that young!
5 down and 5 to go, Mr. Sir.
Well, now, you said you were young enough for Arlene. I'm going to ask you, are you young enough for me?
Most definitely.
do I have the pleasure of knowing you personally?
No, I don't have that pleasure.
Say, this back scratching. 6 down and 4 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
See you later.
Are you more a singer than a dancer?
I beg your pardon, Dorothy?
Is our heroine more a singer than a dancer?
In my total experience, I would say I am more a singer, yes, more than a dancer.
But you do dance.
A little, yes, a little.
And you've never been in an MGM picture?
No, never.
No.
Doesn't seem possible. But I suppose you've been in Technicolor pictures.
Yes.
Have you ever played a sort of a Bobby Soxer in a picture, or a little girl that sits at a soda fountain type? The wholesome...
I have been caught on a soda fountain stool occasionally in pictures.
And you said you're not a brunette. Are you a blonde?
Am I? No, I'm not.
Oh, go.
That's 7 down and 3 to go, Mr. Allen.
Do you have purple hair?
Good gracious,
We did leave out red, didn't we? Are you a redhead?
Yes, I am a redhead.
Red buttons, that's who it is.
It's getting monotonous. We had a redhead last week, too, didn't we?
I'll take a stab in the dark here. Since you are a redhead, are you by any chance Rhonda Fleming?
No,
Bye, everybody.
I got stung on that last week, see?
You can't
we
get
have-
stung on Rhonda Fleming.
No, Rhonda Fleming. Well, Rhonda Fleming is not right. It's 8 down and 2 to go, and we have about 3 minutes to go. Miss Francis.
Well, you're redheaded. I'll take a shot at it, though. I think this girl has played naughty parts once in a while. That word naughty, I feel so mid-Victorian. Susan Haywood?
Susan Hayward, did you say?
Is it?
No.
Well,
Wait a minute,
Francis Barker.
that makes it 9 down and 1 to go.
well, I'd like to take a crack at this. Have you got, in private life, are you married?
Yes, darling, I
Have you got several little babies of your own?
Yes.
Can I take
What do we
just a
mean by
stare?
several, Mr. Siff?
Well, I don't read the fan magazines closely enough, but the lady I have in mind is Janne Crain. How many are there?
4. The several children adds up to 4. But more than that, I think that all of you will be interested, panel. I know that you folks will be interested to know that this is Miss Jean's first appearance on television.
Yes, and great fun it
And
was.
I think she reacts like a veteran. Much more veteran than some of us do sometime. We hope you had a lot of fun. It was very nice having you with us.
Thank you very much.
Good to see you. Will you say goodbye to the